Okay, this is the big 500 point study guide video for the semester one final exam. I want you to write down all the words, check your work against mine, and then every once in a while when I give you one to do extra to earn that 500 bucks, make sure, I'm sorry, 500 points, make sure you do it. So here we go. This first one, number one, is a ratio problem where I'm comparing the first ratio 3 to 4 to see if that pairs up with the 12 to 16. So 3 to 4, is that equivalent to 12 to 16? And there's one way you could do it. You could see if both that 3 and that 4, if they're both multiplied by the same number to get that number underneath them, looks like I'm timesing them both by 4, that would make this a yes. These are equivalent. Again, you're writing this complete sentence. These are equivalent because both 3 and 4 are both multiplied by 4. If I did one and I saw one was timesing by 4 and then the other one was timesing by 5, then that one would be a no. First word is horse. Horse. And right away, the first additional problem. Show me this one. This one should be a no. Show me why this one is a no. All right, so there's a little extra problem. Show me that ratio, I'm sorry, not that one. Let's fix it. Show me that this ratio is false. This one is not true. 18 right here, and then 20 right there. Show me why this is a no. Show me why that's a no. Looks like I'm timesing one number by 4, but then over here I'm timesing by 6. That's what makes this one a no, where this one over here is a yes, because I'm timesing both by 4. All right, next problem. Here we go. Number 2. This one, clearly unit rate. Unit rate is when you have something over 1. So you take that 400 miles and I divide that, type that in your calculator first, divide it by 25 gallons. And if you use your calculator right, that should spit out, I believe, 16. And then make sure you write that unit, 16 miles for every 1 gallon. That's what that unit rate is. And unit rate is when you get something over that base 1 unit. That's unit rate. All right, next problem, number 3. This one has you do a unit rate problem first, and then you times it by that 4. So here we go. First, you find the unit rate, $8.68 for every 2 pounds. Divide that on your calculator. Divide the 8.68, divide that by 2, and that will spit out $4.34 for every 1 pound that you buy. That's my unit rate. The second step is to use that unit rate and times it by 4. So here we go. This one is the only unit rate problem I'm actually using at the end. So $4.34 for every 1 pound, and I times that by 4 pounds. And since these are crisscross, they go away, and all I'm left with is this dollar unit. And then I just take that 4.34 times 4. That gives me $17.36. Notice the only unit left over there after the pounds units canceled was this. Don't show this. This is a no. Don't do this. Don't show this. $17.36 for 4 pounds. Don't do that. Don't show that number down here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Again, please don't do that. Don't show that number down there. All right, next word is went. Went is the second word. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. Next problem, number 4. 18 dogs and some cats. Trying to find out cats. So here we go. The way I'm going to do this, I'm going to put the 18 on top, the way it's set up. I have a unknown number of cats right here that I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find this number right here next to this 18, trying to find that. The bottom ratio is 3 to 4. And all I have to do is look at these two numbers and see what I'm timesing 3 by. I could take 18 and divide that by 3, and that will spit out 6. Looks like I'm timesing this by 6. So go over there to that 4 and times that by 6, which will give you 24 cats. That's how we got cats on that one with that unit, 24 cats. All right, this problem right here, I'd like you to do an extra one on your own. I want you to do, this is 20, and then down here, this is 4 to 5. And let's make this 20 red. I want you to do this extra problem right here. So figure out what I'm doing from 20 to 4 and do the same to this 5 right here. Another extra problem. That's your second extra problem. All right, let's keep rolling. Number 5, 60 cans, $138. This is just another unit rate problem. So just always, doesn't matter the order. It looks like they're trying to fake you out in the order. $138 always goes on top for 60 cans divided by 60 cans. Type that top number first. Type in 138 first. 138. Type that in first. 138 divided by 60 gives me $2.30, and that is $2.30 for every 1 can that you buy. Notice that it's clearly both units. I have that over 1 can, $2.30 for every 1 can. Next word is up, up. All right, this one is that percent problem that we did. Any percent put over 100. So 60, put that over 100. Take that other number and know that this is a part of a whole. So put that on top. And now that's another one, either because you're smart or use your calculator to divide the big number by the small number to get that number that you're timesing 3. Looks like I'm timesing 60 by 3 to get that 180. So come over here to that 100 and times that by that same 3. That's where we're getting the 300. All right, another extra problem. I want you to do a problem where you have 80 cans representing only 20% of the whole. Here's another extra problem for those you listening. 80 cans represent only 20% of what you want. Find out the total that you're needing there. All right, next problem, number 7. This one, take this value for n and plug it in to 2 places. We've done this problem. So this one, the 3 stays the same. That n squared gets replaced with that 7 right there. 7 to the 2nd power. That's never 14, folks. Never is that 14. That's 7 times 7, 49. Then I have that 4 times 13. And then I have another 7 number right here that I insert. Now, do this work first. Do this and this. 7 squared gives me 49. This is 49. 7 squared is 7 times 7. That's 49. That's where that's coming from. Plus 52. 4 times 13 minus 7. And now go left to right. This gives me 3 plus 49 is 52, plus another 52 minus that 7 gives me 104 minus 7 gives me 97. All right, I'd like you to do, of course, another one here. Do this problem right here. Do this extra. Show me that you're earning these 500 points for this assignment right here. It's not just easy money. Do that one where you're plugging in n is 6. So do that extra problem right there for full credit. All right, move on. Number 8. Eighth one. This one is a big fat no. It's a no because this 7 doesn't have a T on it. If it had a T, I could add those up to get 11 of those T. But because there is no T there, those are unlike terms. No, not equivalent. Because they are unlike terms. Or one's missing the T. If I'd like you to be high tech about that, because they're missing unlike terms. They are unlike terms. Write this in a complete sentence. Complete sentence. All right. Next word is to. Next secret word is to. All right. This one, proportional for X and Y means it's going through the origin. And I can see this corner, which is the origin, is where a proportional graph has to grow from. This one's not proportional. Not proportional. Nothing in that corner. This one right here, though, is the only one that not only goes through this corner, but is straight. If I had one of those, even though it might be going through the corner, if it's curved like that, that's not proportional. It's got to be straight through the corner for it to be growing proportional. Straight line through the corner. All right, here we go. Number 10, another unit rate. A few unit rate problems. Take that $5.25 and type that in your calculator first, divided by 1.5 pounds, and then get that dollar per pound. 525 divided by 1.5 gives me $3.50, and that is $3.50 for every 1 pound. That's what that number is. I would like you to try just a basic unit rate. Try $6.25 for, and let's give you some pounds here. How about for 5 pounds? And then calculate after you have that unit rate. No, let's just leave it. Find the unit rate. All right, next problem, number 11. This one, proportional. For it to be proportional without a graph, you're looking for the equation that just has 2x and nothing else over here. You want it completely blank because there's a number over here. These numbers make these not proportional. If I had just the plain old x and a 4, that makes those proportional. Only 2x is missing that y-intercept number. Only 2x. This one right here will grow from the origin. All these other ones, if I graph them, they're either going up or down that y-axis. This one's actually negative. But again, this is the only one that's proportional. All right, next problem, number 12. And then the next word is barn. Barn. All right, this one, explaining these problems in terms of what is on the x-axis, seconds, and what is on the y-axis, what's y, in that exact order. So that 3 for this problem represents 3 seconds, or maybe you could even write after 3 seconds. Make sure you write that first, just like you would a x coordinate. There are 25 liters. And again, notice I'm writing that in that exact order, just like a x, y coordinate would be written with the x number talked about first, 3 seconds, 3 right there. And then that second number at 3 seconds, 25 liters. Don't mix that up. All right, next problem. Here we go. Another one of these, but it's 0, 0. So 0, 0, again, you need to know x, that is your grams, x-axis first, and then your y number, that is your cost. That's your cost. So this one, to get this one right, you have to write it in this order. 0 grams cost, $0. If you mix that up, it's like you writing a XY coordinate, YX. Got to be the X thing listed first, the Y second. All right, keep going. Number 14. This one is that problem where I give you the master ratio and I give you one of the numbers being 80. So you need to see that for this problem right here, to get to this middle number of blue carnations here in the middle, I'm looking at dividing by 2. So from 2 to 1, that's cutting it down by 2. So what I need to do is take that 80 and cut it down by 2, divide it by 2. That will keep that ratio true. 40 is what 80 divided by 2 is, and that keeps that ratio 1 to 2 intact. 80 divided by 2 is 40. 40 times 2 is 80. And now this one I could see I'm tripling to get this number right here. And what am I tripling? This 40 right here. 40 tripled, if I could write those times 3 again. 40 tripled gives me the number of red carnations, which would be 120. That's tripled. 1 to 3. 1 times 3, 3. 40 times 120. 40 times 3, 120. 120 divided by 3, 40. And then this one wants you to find the total. So I'm going to total up these 3 numbers that I got. So 120 plus that 40 plus that 80. That'll give me 160 plus 80. That gives me 240, and you put that number right here. All right, for you to prove to me that you're listening, I'm going to give you a ratio that's 5 to 1 to 3, and I'm going to give you this number right here. This number is going to be 60. So it looks like for this one, I'm going to be hacking it down by 3, hacking that down by 3. Look at that one. Try that one. Try that extra one to really show me you're listening there. All right, next problem. 15. This one wants you to distribute 5 times x. 5 times multiply. Always distribute is multiply. 5 times x. We write that 5x. 5 times 2. We write that as 10. This is the only one that has that 5x plus 10. All the other ones are common mistakes. This is the most common mistake right here, forgetting to times both. Don't do that. Next word is and. All right, here we go. This problem, show me the work. Show me the work. So here's my inequality. I got 4p minus 3 is more than, this is more than 15. So to solve this, I'm going to add 3 to both sides. That will give me 4p is more than or equal to 18. And then right there I divide by 4. And 18 divided by 4 gives me p have to be 3 numbers more than or equal to 4.5. More than or equal to 4.5. And again, if you don't know that, make a number line. See, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to the left. You're looking for 3 numbers that are more than 4.5. You don't want to pick 4, 5, 6 because 4, 5, 6 has a number in there not more than 4.5. You don't want to pick 3, 4, 5. You don't want to pick 1, 2, 3. The only set of numbers here that have all 3 more than 4.5 are 5, 6, 7. These ones right there. All right, moving on. Actually, you know what? Extra practice problem. This one, solve this inequality right here. 3p minus 6 is more than 21. Actually, you know what? Make that 22. Solve that and give me 3 numbers that give me more than that answer at the end. All right, here we go. Next problem. This one, find 3 pieces that multiply when I distribute to get me that 48x plus 24. Notice that this 1, there's nothing in there times 1 to get 48, so that 1's already off the table. If I put that 4 right there, that 4 looks like I'm timesing to get 48 would be 4 times 12x. Let's try that. So if I put 12x there, that's looking good so far because 4 times 12x, that will give me 48x I'm looking for. Now I need to know what times this 4 gives me 24. And hopefully you're seeing that's that 6 right there. Only 6 times that 4 would give me positive 24. I need you to know that. So the 3 numbers, the 3 pieces, this 4, this 6, and then this 12x, those exactly in that exact order. Next word is 8. 8. All right, 18. Here we go. This one, $10 per day, using S to represent number of boats, or each boat per day, or number of boats. So $10 per day, I'm going to have you write that as 10 times S. So S being number of days. If you've been there one day, you spent $10 per day. I'm going to write that as 10S. $13 per day, using L to represent number of days for large boats. 13L, $13 per day. Notice it's always timesing. The only one that has that right order is that second one. That first one has 10L, don't want that. 13S, don't want that. This one adds them up, don't do that. This one has you not times. Per hour is always timesing. 10 times S, 1 hour times 13 times L. All right, next problem. And the next secret word is grain. Grain. All right, this one, at least 42. At least is not the less than direction. That's what it looks like. At least is that more than or equal to direction. I need at least 42. 42 or more. That's what I need. 42 or more. The only one that shows 42 included or more than 42 is this one right here, or solid circle, arrow to the right, at least. All right, for your extra problem, I would like you to draw these couple examples. Show me what at least 40 would look like on a number line. Maybe draw a little sketch. What would at least 40 look like on a number line? All right, moving on. Number 21. That was 19. Where's number 20? All right, video continuing. Here we go. Number 20. Number 20. For this one I want you to be able to find the equation, but just know that it's written backwards a little bit. So just know this. I'm adding by 10 right there. Adding by 10. This is my y-intercept right here. So the way we've been doing that is writing that as C equals in slope-intercept form. That number in front of t first, the way we do it slope-intercept form, 10t plus that 25. But just know the choices that they're giving you, be careful. They have the 25 written first. You don't want to pick the 25 answer that has a T on it. It has the 10 written second. That's the one that needs the T on it. So if you have one like this one, there's no T attached to this 10. You never put the T on the 25. This one, again, is missing that. Plus it's subtracting. This middle one looks good because this is the only one that has plain 25 plus 10t. This next one, it looks close, but it's subtracting 10t. This is going up by 10. That makes this one no good. So for another example one here, I'm going to just throw one at you real quick here because I want you to be able to do this. C and T, let's make this 5. Let's go up by 15, so that makes that 20 by 15, 35 by 15, makes this 50, I believe, going up by 15, 15 for C. Then over here, I got 0, 1, 2, 3. Here are your choices for this problem right here. I got C equals 5 plus 15 T. There's one choice. I got another one. C equals 15 plus 5T. Here's another one. C equals 15 minus 5T. And then here's my last one. C equals 5 minus 15T. Find out which one matches that. Going up by 15, that number matches your T number. Your y-intercept is the one that goes by itself. So find the one that works for this one extra. All right, 2 more problems. Here we go. 21. 21 just has you add up all these x's, add up all these x's. So if I add up just the x's on my calculator, 4x plus 3x plus 2x plus that 5x is going to give me 7 plus 9 is going to give me 14 of those x's. If I deal with just the 3 numbers, negative 5 minus 7 plus 11 would give me negative 12 plus 11. That's negative 1. Make sure you put these parts together. Don't leave them separate. This algebraic perimeter is 14x minus 1. That is your algebraic perimeter. Next word is and. All right, 2 more problems, 1 more word. All right, this one, all you're doing is using your calculator to plus these up, being precise, not messing up, using your calculator to precisely add these up. 12.4 plus 10.3 plus 7.3 plus 6.4. Use your calculator, get that right. This gives me 36.4. All right, knowing that, try one. 13.4, add that to 6.4, add that to 8.9, add that to 4.3, plus that, see what you get. Extra practice, here we go. Next problem, 23. This one has you just add or subtract numbers, making sure on your calculator you're hitting that special minus button to make it negative. That's at the bottom left of your calculator. You don't want to use this button right here. You don't want to use the regular minus button. You want to use the negative button, which is down here, to make that number negative. So with that being negative 3.8 on your calculator, now when you're going down or up according to what it's saying, now it's just plus or minus. So negative 3.8 made negative on my calculator. Plus is just normal plus on my calculator. Minus is just normal minus on my calculator, 28.7. And then I have one more increase right here, one more plus that 8.2. So just use your calculator to get that. If you do that right, that's going to give you negative 5.9. All right, extra practice. Try one. Try negative 3.4 plus 19.5 minus 27.6 plus 9.2. Add those. All right, last problem, last word. Here we go. This one, $45. The total, that $7 per hour. This is one of those equation problems. 7H plus that $45, 45 equals that total right there, which is 76.50. So to solve this, take away this 45 on both sides. That will make these go away. Bring that 7H down. Subtract 76.5 minus 45. That will give you 31.5. And then right there, divide by 7. Divide 31.5 by 7. Divide that by 7. Calculator should spit out the number of hours is 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours. All right, one last problem. I'd like you to try another set where I have that $3 per hour plus 80. So for this problem, your extra problem, $80 deposit, it's going to be at $3 per hour, and then the total is going to equal $87.50. So solve that one. How many hours? Solve that last one. How many hours? Last word is barley. Barley. Check all your work. Do those extra problems for full credit to earn your 500. Good luck.